Uh, please work. Oh yeah, yes, 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 yes. I'm back. Right, we're back. With zero people watching right now, I assume. Anyways, let's have fun.
White men shoot black men every
Yes.
day of your life. But let me tell you something, and don't you forget it. Whenever a white man does that to a black man, no matter who he is, how rich he is, or how fine a family he comes from, that white man is trash.
Yeah,
Utterly.
I agree, and the same is true um for like the for the black man who I don't know make something terrible, I guess. Like I'm not talking about this specific case, but there are multiple of them when like black dudes are hostile to whites and Latinos are hostile to black people and so on and so forth. So it's like it shouldn't be just portrayed as only like white on black issue. It's just not true. In fact, black on white violence is just much more present in American life. And I'm not saying that it's only the case when like black people murder whites. That's of course not true at all. There is also again a lot of violence from like the Latino community towards black people, and in fact, places that are flooded with like Latino immigration right now, um, African American people are being treated as pieces of shit there. So again, it's like racial issues in America. They are really strong, so it shouldn't be just portrayed as this like binary thingy when it's only white people bad and others good. Just to clarify before we begin, but anyways, like all the like police brutality is a thing, I believe, and like violence from a certain racial group towards another racial group is also a fact, but it's just like the consequences of multicultural policies of the United States, I believe. So it shouldn't surprise you, to be honest. But anyway, let's just continue.
Kill a Mockingbird. I wrote a little message, a letter, whatever you want to call it, and now I want to read it to you. In 2014, Eric Garner was choked to death by the officer. In February 2020, Ahmad Arbery was shot by former white policeman and his son. 3 days ago, another black man was cruelly killed by people who were supposed to carry justice. Here we are, 6 years apart. Why? Sometimes I wish death penalty existed for people like those wannabe policemen, but as Gandhi said, an eye for an eye would make the whole world blind. And I would never want to have anything in common with those people, although they do deserve a separate circle of hell in Dante's Inferno.
Um, well, yeah, that's but I just wanted to jump in and say that like death penalty is wrong, but she just clarified that she's not in favor of that. So I don't think that I can comment anything on this. Well, if this is gonna be just like some cheesy rant about like don't just be nice and like don't kill people, and it's well, I guess I will just have to agree and just make fun maybe of the tone of the message, I believe, because it's like again there's like people are just trying to politicize it so much, and I mean of course it is an issue about like what is happening right now with all these riots. Like buildings are just literally burning as an outcome of this particular incident. And again, just I mean let's watch the second wave of Black Lives Matter. I believe the another wave of resurgence of the movement, which is basically shit. But anyways, let's continue.
Star, star, you do whatever they tell you to do, he said.
By the way, really nice editing of the video. I mean, I don't know how much time did you spend on this, but I'm too lazy to do that kind of video. So yeah, just some credit on this one.
Hands visible, don't make any sudden movements, only speak when they speak to you. Angie Thomas, The Hate You Give. I've experienced racism, but I've never in my life understand what it's like being black. Only recently, because of the xenophobia caused by coronavirus, I started to have anxiety about my safety, but I could
Well, okay. Maybe I'm just white and I don't understand. I mean, like, just when people say that they are afraid of their safety, isn't it a bit of exaggeration? I mean, it's like, of course, because of the Chinese coronavirus. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to use this name. Because of the Chinese coronavirus, of course, like many Asian people, just they suffer some sort of prejudice. Um, and that's bad, of course. Like, but I'm not sure about the safety. I'm not familiar with like the cases in Russia where people are being physically beaten up or something. It's like yes, the approach on the streets can be hostile, but is it happening in Russia? Like yes, I do. I mean, I do read news occasionally. Again, I'm talking about Russia specifically, like because you said that well, no, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna say you. She said that's for a big audience. I mean, that's for a huge audience. I I can't. I don't know how to do this. I'm so sorry. I really don't know how to do this. I mean, if I could, I would definitely do this. But anyways, it's like a bit of exaggeration, but like I never understood how it is like to be black. That is so like America-centric approach that I hear and like just encounter every single day. Like it's so different in America. Like the racial issues, you just cannot take them from the United States and just apply them to Russia or any other country. That is so different. And like when people do this stuff with the intersectionality and all that, it's so not applicable to Russian realities that, I mean, again, racism, yes, exists, like in so much different form in Russia. For example, like, Russia is kind of ethnically diverse, so it's more like the prejudice that can be faced has something to do more with religion, from like my understanding, and again, not justifying racism, but just I guess it's a bit of exaggeration. But like again, if you have some personal examples, because I haven't seen the video yet entirely.
ever imagine what it's like to always be scared for your life because of your skin color.
No, that's that. Okay, that's definitely an exaggeration. I mean, gee. Okay, here's the point. Okay, I'm gonna show the stats like a little bit later about the crime rates, but maybe just maybe. Okay, about like being scared for your life. Like, is there a higher chance that the police will stop a black man than a white man? Yes, that's like a fact. And moreover, the black neighborhoods are being quote unquote over policed. So that's like a fact. So what's the reason? Is it like racism? Is it like that maybe just Donald Trump forces those people to come and shoot black people for fun? Or is it maybe like Barack Obama did it as well? Well, in fact, it's really simple. So for example, you have people, just imagine you have people like with red hair and you have people with green hair, and you know that people with the red hair commit much more crimes. Again, not it doesn't matter like for what reason. It doesn't matter if they are bad people, of it is like socioeconomic background or it's whatever. Really doesn't matter. The matter of the fact is that like this particular group of people commit more crimes. So of course you would have to I don't know, be more suspicious of that people. It doesn't mean that every person with red hair is like a criminal, but it means that there is a higher chance of a particular red hair person to be a criminal. You see what I'm saying, right? So African American population, like it's just a matter of fact. It's again, there are multiple reasons. Some people say that it's socioeconomic reasons. Some people say it's like a vicious cycle of poverty created by systematic racism. Some people point to like even genetic differences or cultural difference, whatever. But anyways, 13% of population, which is like Black Americans, they commit about like 51% of crimes. So of course they are overrepresented in especially like violent crimes. That just happens. Of course, you'd expect police to be more suspicious of a black guy than rather than a white guy. Is it bad? Well, I don't think it is necessarily bad. Is it bad to shoot unarmed people? Yes, of course. But again, I'm gonna provide some stats in the end of the video. That's gonna be really interesting for you about like unarmed people and police brutality. That it actually in fact affects not only black people, to say the least. But anyway, let's continue.
And I'm extremely grateful for that. And at the same time, no, I'm not. It's a basic human right. It's not a privilege, but I guess in the society we live in, human rights have color, age, sexuality, and gender.
Again, what human rights are you talking about? Like, if for example, let's say some guy proposes. Okay, so you say about gender, age, like skin color. Okay, let's focus on like skin color and gender. So like, for example, if a person suggests like, let's deprive people from a particular human right on the basis of their gender or skin color, it is just reprehensible, it is bad, and I assume no one proposes that. Like, just at least out loud. It would be that. So what would be like just people deprived of their human rights on the basis of skin color? You're black, you can't vote. That's it. You're a woman, you can't be elected to a certain position. Let's say like in Russia, there is a discrimination against women. Like there is a list of prohibited jobs that women cannot enter like legally. They just cannot be in those jobs, in those positions, right? So it's not on the basis of any external factors. It is exactly on the basis of their sex. Like women, no, not allowed. Okay, so here is the violation of a human right based on gender, right? In the case of over policing of a particular like neighborhood, which can be dangerous, it is not about human rights. And even though some human rights might be violated as some like consequences of certain policies that I might personally don't like as well, it doesn't mean that police being suspicious about a certain group of people deprives them of their human rights. I guess it's more or less clear. Maybe it's my explanation was a bit convoluted, I don't know, but for me it makes perfect sense, at least.
Some people call it an accident, but there is no way it was one. We've all heard George screaming, "I can't breathe." Just because you are legally allowed to carry a gun, perform an arrest, or wear that hideous uniform does not mean that you are better, special, or immune to the law. There are videos all over social media of the exact moment of George's death. I have a question to people who observed that all. Are you stupid? Do you have any brain cells to process what you've just seen? Do you understand that just watching someone die doesn't make you less a criminal? I've heard people being angry when
I agree.
someone's speaking on one's behalf. Screw you! I'm not doing that. But George can't speak for himself. There is not much I can do and I feel so useless. But sometimes I think God bless social media. I'm recording this video in memory of all people who were killed because of the way they were born. I know that
No, no, that's not how it works. That's not because of the way how they're born. Okay, let me fucking give some stats. Okay. Going off mode, I guess. Well, my friend sent me some stats, some really interesting stats about police brutality. Yeah, oh my god, that's gonna be, gee, that's gonna be really, really fucking interesting. Okay. So before I provide you with some stats, here we go. The stats are coming. They are coming to straight from my iPhone to my laptop. Here we go. Alrighty, where is it? Oh yeah, here we go, guys. Okay. So here are some stats. I mean, I guess. So many people like stats. I mean, it's like they're fun. Like facts, as Ben Shapiro famously said, facts don't care about your feelings. So um, let's just focus on those one for a little bit. Yeah. So here's some facts. What I initially said about the again the situation when like black people are overrepresented in crimes. You see, here is the is it? Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, it's about blacks. Yeah, so it's about. I guess it should be like 13% or something. So you see, it's less than 20%. Like it's just the population, the proportion of black people living in America. And here is the stats like robbery, 50 something percent, homicide, 50 something percent, assault, a little bit less than 40%, burglary, theft, and so on. So you see, there is a clear overrepresentation in those types of crimes again. I'm not saying that it's like because of genes or it's because of culture strictly. I mean, those might be the factors, but there are also socioeconomic facts, and there are also that can be racist. I mean, don't get me wrong, the for hundreds of years these people experienced discrimination, so I totally understand like how it can affect their overrepresentation in those terrible stats. But the fact is that it doesn't really matter, they are just overrepresented here. So of course police would be more suspicious of a black guy. It doesn't mean that the black guy is bad, it just means that, well, that's how the system works. So here are some here are some no, please not in the video. Okay, so here are some here are some facts about like police killing black people and black people killing police. So like people who kill police, it is from FBI report. So you see, it's like just from the whole, that's how it works. Like there is like 100% of American population, and in those 100% of people who kill police officers, 40% are black, while at the same time they are just 13% of the population. So we see that they are overrepresented in this particular one. They kill police at higher rates. At the same time, they are being, of course, overrepresented in terms of like police killing them. You see that this one is just bigger than this one. That's like, that means that over 20% of people killed by police are blacks. At the same time, they are just 13% of the population, of course. However, and there is just alternative stats for it, I guess. Yes, so it should be the same. Never mind. But what the media wants you to focus on is compare this one to this one and say, well, you know what? Black people are 13% of the population, but they are being killed on a higher and more and like disproportionate rate. I mean, that's fair. But what you actually need to pay attention to is compare these two ones. And this is getting more and more interesting because black people kill police at higher rates than they are being killed by the police, and also they are overrepresented in this one. So I think the whole like after seeing this one, like the whole video, I mean, it's like, again, it's nicely edited, I mean, it's and so on, it again, it's fine. I mean, murder is bad, okay? It's like police brutality is shit. But again, just sorry, you need to pay attention to these ones, okay? Like black people kill police, okay? I'm not talking about the reasons why. I'm just talking about facts, okay? Here are two really important charts that you should take into consideration. Thank you.
Everything I put on the internet is going to stay there forever, and I encourage you to record the message as well. It's not enough to post one story on Instagram. It's not enough to be sad for one day, and it's definitely not enough to just say rest in peace. It's not enough unless one day little black boys and girls will be holding hands with little white boys and girls. I will always keep in my mind George and Eric and all the people that were killed but not mentioned. Marjan Satrapi once wrote, "One can forgive but not forget," and I say, screw that. Never forgive and never forget. And I say to you today that in spite of all difficulties and frustrations at the moment, I still have a dream.
Wow, that's one true nationality is mankind. Oh, I so disagree with this one. Oh my god, our true nationality is mankind. Oh wow, that's a whole new story. But anyway, I will just leave this one for you. That's like brilliant, and it's actually that's kind of I wouldn't say that's hypocritical here, but it's like you're seeing that this statement is not true. You know why? By this exact piece of news, by this exact situation. I mean, again, the cop in this situation is wrong. Okay, clear, right? Anyways, this one is a representation of like racial tensions and racial issues in the United States of America. And after that, after you like expose the nature of racial issues in the United States, and you say, well, like you see there is racism, and I don't disagree, and you say like our true nationality is mankind. That is not true, because again you just proved it wrong throughout your video. I mean, and again, this video itself is not wrong. The emphasis is. So again, if the message is murder is wrong, I agree. But again, look at the stats. Just try to be more rational. This particular situation is not good. At the same time, there are. I just wanted to create a beautiful movie, and then I'm sorry. Yeah, she also said. I mean, you can see you see the messages. I mean, you see the messages. That's really that's really fun. But like she said that she's an engineer. She's a future engineer, and I'm a future politician. So it's not a fair game. But anyway, I mean, again, you make a video about politics, right? So it's a political issue. I mean, if I, for example, make a video about engineering, and I like maybe some of my emphasis is wrong, and you can just, destroy me or anything. I mean, it's my fault. But anyway, I'm not here to destroy or anything. I'm just trying to react. And just to be honest with you guys, I haven't seen this video before, like just before that time. So it's just like it's the first time when I see the video. So I didn't prepare anything, or it's just I just had some stats in front of me. But anyways, that was a good video. I upload the editing, I guess, and like just general message, and yeah, that was really fun. But we aren't finished yet. It was just one video. Maybe we should. Okay. Anyways, so about like the channel itself, I'm not gonna like hyper focus on it. It would be pretty weird. But anyways, like the content, I watched a couple of videos, as you can see. Like the main sort of like topic of the channel is not politics at all. So I'm not gonna focus on those videos. But there is one interesting one. Yes, I'm gonna watch this one. You're correct. Unpopular opinions. I actually watched this one, so it's not like 100% fair, because I mean, I didn't prepare anything, but I have watched this one, contrary to the one about George Floyd. But anyways, it's really great that I can raise awareness. I fucking hate this word, but anyways, okay, let's see. The video called that's gonna be the last one from her channel. I promise. I mean, unless something extremely interesting pops up, because like the other videos are just like, I mean, like there is one about person of, I mean, anyways, let's not go into this one. But like the vast majority of them are just, I don't know, like I moved alone to another country. I mean, like some sweet dreams, like some eager stuff, like some just basic YouTube videos, but they are really good in terms of like editing. But anyways, let's watch the political one, sort of girly. Yes, that's the right one. Okay, anyways, I'm excited to watch it with you guys, because this one is really, it's brilliant. Before we dive into the my unpopular opinions, aka I decided to lose subscribers video, okay, let's just open this one. I'm just gonna quickly say a few words.
Women do not.
Yeah, hello. A few words about this unpopular opinion thingy. I hate this one. The reason why is that in vast majority of cases it is not even political, like and it is not actually unpopular. I'm not talking about this specific video. I'm talking about like just the whole picture. People are just making videos when they express like conventional, pretty much like opinions that almost everyone on social media share, and they claim like, oh, that's so unpopular. Like, for example, well, race is a social construct. Here's my unpopular opinion. Well, you know what? There are there are more than two genders. Oh my god, really? Oh, gee, that just blows my mind. Oh no, you're so edgy. Oh my god, that's really like an unpopular opinion right here. But it's not only with like politics when they just express some left liberal like conventional opinions. It's only with it's also with like the non-political ones, and it's even worse. It's like, you know what? I believe in zodiac signs, or I like cats over dogs, or like I drink hot milk or rather than cold milk. Like, no one gives a shit. Okay, that's this whole like genre of videos, it just drives me nuts, because if I make this video I would definitely fucking lose many subscribers, because that would be really unpopular. I mean, my opinions are unpopular, yours are not. But anyways, let's maybe I guess there are some really unpopular ones, and I can actually say something about them. From what I remember, I agree with most of the stuff here, or no? Let's see.
Yes, I believe in aliens. Woman was created for a man. Here I'm really spilling the tea.
That one is great, by the way.
Stop shaming on women. Whatever happens, happens. Does it make sense? I'm afraid to say the next one.
I lost subscribers actually. Okay, well, bad for you then. I don't know. Really? About after this video? How many subs you have? Oh, it's hidden. It should be something about like 100 or something. It's not to mock, okay? It's not. It's like, I mean, I have 26. I have 26. Who am I to criticize? Like, you have so little subscribers. Ajay? Ah, okay. I'm sorry, he's not finished yet. Okay, anyways, let's dive.
The inconvenience of being a girl. Welcome to
She's got 500 subs, just for you to know.
my floor. Today you're gonna hear my unpopular opinions. I hate lone intros, so let's dive right into it. The
Yes.
first unpopular opinion that I have is that masculinity is not a thing. There is only toxic masculinity.
That is bullshit. Okay, let's see. Okay, that was a claim. That was a claim. I strongly disagree. Let's see the justification. Maybe I'm wrong.
This guy's gay because he looks so feminine and he behaves so feminine. But
So true. That's so relatable, by the way. Is this about me? Because I experience it a lot here in Europe. Like in Russia, no one would call me. No one would assume that I'm homosexual, but like here, it's almost literally everyone thinks I'm gay. I don't know. I don't like this. But anyway, yeah, I agree with this one.
if you look at those people and you compare them to your girlfriends, or at least if I compare them to my girlfriends and to my...
Oh, really? Yes. Yes. I was mentioned in Yes, I was mentioned in the video. That's great. That's always great.
Myself, I would understand that women do not behave like that. The only reason why this person behaves like this is because he has this personality. It has nothing to do with being feminine or being not masculine. There is no such thing as masculinity, as well as there is no such thing as
Femininity.
femininity.
Bible. Femininity. That's the word. Okay. Here is just it's gonna be really it's not gonna be some smart claims or anything. It's just basic understanding of things. Everyone is in a way unique. That's just a fact. I mean, every person, regardless, I guess, of their gender, race, anything, has something unique in them. At least I hope so. But it doesn't mean that there are no certain patterns. Okay, here is what people on the left. I'm not accusing her of being on the left, but anyways, like people on the left, they usually forget about this, like the patterns. So they say, well, you know what? I have a friend. She's female, but at the same time, she's really into soccer, and she's athlete and so on. She's such. Like I don't know, she likes cars and all that stuff. And I also have a male friend, and he's into, I don't know, dolls and fashion and all that. And it's like, yes, that can be true, and it doesn't mean that they are less of a man or less of a woman. However, there are certain patterns, and for example, can a man wear a makeup? Yes, but if we look at like the majority of population, we can see that women tend to wear makeup more than men. And as you can see, the girl over here, she's wearing makeup, I'm not. Okay, and it goes to like every issue basically. So it's, I mean, you cannot say that there is no such thing based on the fact that everyone is unique. There are certain types of character that are present in most of men. TikTok boys wear makeup all the time. Yes, they are not representative of the majority of males. You see what I'm saying? Like, there are certain deviations, and I'm not, for example, like in many ways, I'm not masculine as well, and you can be also. Sorry, that's for a big audience. She can also be not feminine in some ways, right? However, if we take like just random samples of men and females, we can see differences, right? Differences based on gender. Again, we can say it's a social construct, or we can say something is determined by biology. That doesn't matter here. The fact is, there is such thing as masculinity and femininity because they're present in just real life. I mean, of course, it doesn't mean that every man follows this pattern or every woman follows this pattern, but as a general guideline, it is true. Sorry. So that's why I just disagree.
Wrong about women. I've read Bible.
Wait, what?
Femininity. Bible is wrong about women.
Bible is right about everything. What are you talking about?
Read Bible, not entirely. Honestly, everybody should read it because it's not just a holy book.
Yeah, big agree. You should read Bible.
It's a book that was one of the first, as I remember. It's also very interesting. But here's the thing. Bible is wrong about women. I do not care if Moisés opened up the sea and walked through it. Bible is wrong about women, okay? In Genesis 2, it's written that first Adam was created and then Eve was created as his helper. No.
I'm sorry, that's not overreaction here. I mean, I have already seen the video, but it still a little bit hilarious. Like, if it's irony, then I respect, but what would be then your counterclaim to this one? Like, you just say wrong? I mean, it's like, that's written in Bible, so it's kind of like a dogma, I guess, right? So it's, if you criticize it, you should somehow substantiate it, right? Or have a complete unique dogmatic theory, theological, I don't know, something to counterclaim. And if you don't, it's just funny. I mean, it's like, I do this occasionally, but it's just for the sake of being ironic and edgy, but it's just wrong. I mean, if you don't like this, it doesn't mean that it's wrong. You can say that, for example, like the fair statement here would be, I don't like the way how Bible is talking about women. That would be fair. I mean, it's just like some statement, but to say that it is wrong about women is, well, no, it's just not accurate. I mean, if you cannot substantiate it.
Basically, it said that woman was created for a man, and I'm like, God, I'm sorry to tell you that, but you're kind of wrong.
Sorry. Yes, that's the second time I laugh about from this one, but that's again.
Like, God, I'm sorry to tell you that, but you're kind of wrong in many parts of.
Why? I mean, it's like, again, you don't agree with God on this one. Well, I don't know. I mean, you cannot be Christian, I guess, but like just to say that he's wrong because of you not liking this.
Bible, it said that men and women are equal, but at the same time, it said that women is kind of a helper of a man. I don't agree with that. That's just wrong. My fault.
Okay, that's. It's a joke, no serious opinion. Okay, yeah, fine. Okay, that's fine. No, but that was what that one was funny. Anyways, it's really. I mean, it's funny. This one was great. I'm sorry for being really not like rational. I mean, I still believe it. Okay, awesome. It's good that you believe some funny stuff. That's great.
Opinion is my favorite one.
What? Again?
Time it's that's just wrong. My fourth opinion is my favorite one.
My fourth? It's third.
That's just wrong. My fourth opinion is.
That's a mistake. That's a mistake over here, guys. Okay, I told you I'm gonna just expose this person. So you see, it's 3, and she said it's her fourth. Or what was it? That was it another word? Maybe I misheard it. Maybe I'm just dumb. But I heard fourth. Well, if I misheard it, then I'm really sorry. But if not, then yes, exposed. Kidding. That doesn't matter.
My favorite one. I kid you not. Men gossip so much more than
Wrong.
Women, and they involved in drama so much more. I swear.
Wrong.
To God, I studied in 4 schools. In all of the 4 schools, men were the ones that gossiped, men were the ones that created drama. So, if
women also create drama, they also gossip. Okay, maybe I'm wrong here, but like this one is just based on anecdotal evidence. Like just I saw a man gossiping and all that stuff. Well. Okay, let's see who actually. I'm curious. Okay, I am curious, right? Who gossips more? Maybe she's right. Oh. Okay, men are bigger gossips than women, according to new research. A study has found that men spend an average 76 minutes a day compared to just 52. Okay, well, yeah, I can say, you know what? It's, I mean, when there are facts, just in front of my, something, then of course, yeah, I would agree. Let's see other stuff, but I'm ready to agree. Maybe that's true. Maybe she's right on this one and I'm wrong. I can concede. That's not a problem. Why women gossip? What do women gossip more? Ask any man if he gossips and he's. Do women gossip more? Okay, according to study, 33% of men gossip on their cell phones daily or on. Wait, there was something about like 26% of women gossiping, I guess. Yeah, compared to 26. Okay, yeah, men do gossip more. Okay, yeah, that's correct. I was wrong. I admit.
If you boys are watching this, which I don't think so, stop shaming on.
Yes, I'm watching this.
About gossiping because you gossip way too much.
Okay, yeah, big agree. But women kinda gossip as well. But I can sit on this one. I agree. Yeah, I agree. The study proved me wrong.
share with you a specific example. Basically, I texted my ex, and this is how you know that the story is gonna go wrong. I texted him, then I deleted it. He never saw it, but he told his friend that I texted him something.
Wait, did you have an ex? I mean, I thought you didn't have a boyfriend. Okay, anyway.
Then deleted it, and his friend told my friend, and so the next morning, basically, my friend told me that my ex-boyfriend told another boy that told her that I texted him.
I didn't understand a shit, but okay, I get the point.
It was all in a couple of hours, and the thing is, we were all in different countries. I was like,
That's so
why? Please don't hate me for the next one. Beauty is objective.
I disagree. I disagree with every point. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Interesting. So interesting. Some interesting information. Gee. Okay. So, okay, let's see the point, like, about art being objective. Is it beauty? It is beauty being objective. Well, I disagree, but let's see what she's gonna say.
Actually, let me read something to you. In 10th grade, I wrote the whole dissertation paper on what is beauty and how it's defined. I just have my reference essay here. One of the definitions that you can find in Oxford Dictionary is that beauty is a combination of qualities that pleases the intellect. It is important to understand that there are things in the world that the majority of people would consider beautiful. We are not just talking about the visual beauty, we are talking about the qualities and properties of a subject or an object, which could be sound, acts, I don't know, ideas, concepts. When we think about the greatest masterpieces, such as my favorite book, The Picture of a Dorian Gray, or Da Vinci's Mona Lisa, or The Starry Night by Van Gogh, we would understand that this is not a subject of likeliness anymore. These masterpieces are generally considered classic, and it doesn't matter if somebody thinks that they're not beautiful because they survived through times and many eyes. And this fact itself is beautiful. I'm done. There is no...
Okay. So my point about art has changed through times. Like, I also used to believe that it is objective, and part of this is because of, like, my political beliefs, because, like, conservatives tend to think that art is objective because, like, well, abstract art, like modern art, postmodern art, whatever, it doesn't mean anything, therefore it's just worthless. Well, I kind of changed a little bit on this one. So you see, like, she's using the argument about like time being an indicator of something being objectively. Wait.
Such thing as your opinion.
Wait. In last seconds or what? I mean, I watched the entire point, I guess, if you're saying about this one. Anyways, so, like, art is still, like, beauty is still subjective in my opinion. So, okay, she decided to focus on art, and, okay, let's focus on art. I mean, I don't think that something being just, like, proven that throughout the times, like the history, that it is great, it necessarily means that it is objectively great, because to say that it is objectively great or beautiful, you need to say that everyone likes this one, because, like, objective means that it is appreciated by everyone. The last seconds of the video. Alright, first of all, I'm gonna deliver my point, okay? Okay, my point here about, like, why I think that beauty is subjective. First of all, like, I prefer to make points not about art, but about beautiful, like, beauty in terms of female and male, like, all that stuff. And you can see that everyone is so different in terms of, like, their preferred, like, types, sort of. Everyone is extremely different. And to say that beauty is objective in this one is just not true, because my friend can show me so many pictures of, like, women that he thinks are, like, pretty, and there is also, like, a term conventional beauty or something like that, right? And like, my preferences are not conventional, so it means that it is not objective. I am objectively beautiful. What do you mean? no, you're not objectively beautiful. There is no one in the world who is objectively beautiful. For example, if some people are racist towards Asian people, I assume they won't find you attractive, or if they just don't like Asians. Okay, that's just one factor, right? Then I can just guarantee you, if I send like your picture to my friends, some of them will like you, and some of them will say that you're like average. Some of them will say like that she's not my type. That just happens, right? What was the message? Did you just say that I'm ugly? No, I didn't say this. I mean, that's typical e-girl stuff. That's like always trying to like manipulate and say, oh, e-girl, no, you're not ugly, you're so beautiful. No, I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna say this one, okay? And again, I actually, like, in terms of like being ugly, I don't believe that anyone is objectively ugly as well. Like there are some traits of character that can be seen in each person, again depending on another person, like who observes this guy or girl. And I don't think that there are people who are like objectively ugly. Maybe they can be ugly for some people. That means that they are subjectively unattractive. But anyways, that's been for so long. Let's go further. And she also said that in the last minutes of video she's gonna explain something. Okay, let's see.
It's beautiful. I'm done. There is no such thing as your opinion. I took psychology.
Actually, big agree here. From what I remember, that's a good justification. So I guess I will agree.
Class once in my life for 1 month. Obviously, now I have a knowledge of a PhD professor.
That's a good irony.
My professor said that things that shape our identity are environment, which is like social climate as well, and genetic. One of the things that is included in your identity is opinions. Basically, opinions that you have are shaped by the cultural, socioeconomic, and other backgrounds that you have. You get the information, then you make your own conclusions from the information that you got, and here's how your opinion is formed. It's an opinion. Someone has the same opinion. Someone has the opposite opinion. It's just an opinion. It's not your opinion.
I agree with this one. Maybe with just I would still say that people are capable of like synthesizing, if it's the right word in English. At least in Russian it makes sense. Just some arguments, and they can sort of decide, like just based on the same knowledge, they can come to different conclusions. However, you can counter this with that, well, our conclusions are also based on some pre-existing conditions and like factors, environment, and so on. So I would agree. Maybe it's like a really deep discussion in terms of like to what extent people can actually make their own like decisions and opinions and so on and so forth. It's like a TOK question. My fellow IB students will understand, but anyways, I agree with it like 90%.
There is no destiny, there is no fate, and nothing happens for a reason. I believe in chaos theories. Whatever happens, happens. And I believe in butterfly effect. And if you didn't know, butterfly effect basically says that the future actions are formed by previous actions. The only reason why you met that jerk is not to teach you a lesson. You met that jerk because both of your actions followed you to that place. And that's it. It's not like God told you, okay, I'm gonna send you an asshole, so learn a lesson, please. No. It's great that you learned the lesson. This is how life works. It has nothing to do with your fate or destiny or anything. Communism is a beautiful idea.
Wait. Okay, so about this one, about the faith one. Well, I don't agree and I don't disagree. I just don't have an opinion on this one, honestly. Maybe she's right. Maybe not. I don't know, but the next one is gonna be so fun.
Or anything. Communism is a beautiful idea.
You know what? Like when we were watching this one with friends, like there was an idea brought up that just to cut this video and like all this to edit it in like one video, like with all the edgy moments, like communism is a beautiful idea, and also that about like sorry God you are wrong, all that stuff. So it would be so nice to be like in one video. But anyway, let's see why communism is a good idea.
But it wouldn't work in this society. This sounds weird because I'm from a Slavic country, and it might sound like someone put it into my head. The things that you have are shaped by the cultural backgrounds that you have. But I genuinely believe that communism is a great idea. It's basically working towards the goal of the humanity and not your own desires. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know, in order for this to work, we need to live in an idealistic society. Have you read these books like The Giver or
No.
Divergent?
No, I haven't, but I get the point, and maybe I even agree with this one, honestly. Like, yeah, the problem with communism is not maybe that it's bad inherently, but it's just not achievable.
And it kind of pictures communism, and it kind of explains why it wouldn't work. I'm afraid to say the next one.
Oh, what it's gonna be? Gee, what it's gonna be? Oh no, it's gonna be some crazy opinion. It's gonna be maybe that I like, wow, you know what, I hate chocolate, or, okay, sorry, kidding. But let's see. I don't think it's gonna be really unpopular.
Most of the contemporary art does not deserve attention.
Okay, that's kind of like, well, I don't know.
I'm sorry if you're an artist, but most of it does not worth the money. If I spit on a canvas, would you buy it? By the way, if you would, I can send it to you because I need money.
I don't know why she did this one. But let's see again.
Would you buy it? By the way, if you would, I can send it to you because I need money.
Right. I'm not sure why she's doing this, but that looks like a typical like appeal to pedophiles. I don't know, like the again, it's just my perception. Okay, that's how e-girls operate. Like you what the fuck was that? It's like, I mean, you just heard everything. Maybe I'm just so I don't know, maybe I'm just a bad person that I assume such things. Anyways,
in one of the first lessons in my art class, our teacher told us that her favorite artist is Marcel Duchamp.
I don't know who the guy is.
Like he's an
I'm sorry.
entirely contemporary artist. No, I wouldn't say so because he lived before contemporary artists, I think. But basically, he produced ready-made art. And if you don't know what that is, I'm gonna insert a picture here. It's basically taking an object and making it an artwork.
These comments, wait, these comments are just killing me. Yeah, you're not an e-girl. I mean, you are a girl online. That means you're an e-girl. By the way, what is that? Do you believe in God? It's some Christian gang over here. But anyways, you're an e-girl. You're a girl online. Is it a new version of Uber Marginal? Yes, it is, but it's in English. That's really fun because like all the viewers are Russians. The video being observed is from Russian, I assume, if you do consider yourself Russian. But anyway, I do, and I'm Russian as well, but it's in English. That's just some big brain over here.
Just a plain object, just making it an artwork. As I remember, he was the first person to do that. So there's.
Wait, did you have this one previously in the? You didn't. Here's the. What the fuck? You see the how is it? Is it the rosary? And here it comes. You see? What's that? She's just got baptized or something? Okay, that's a bad joke. That's extremely poor joke. Sorry.
Just making it an art.
Not because it's bad or it's dark humor, but it's just because it was bad. I'm sorry. Cringe.
It's an artwork, just a plain object.
Yes, because that's the point of contemporary art. Like the technique itself is not so valid. What is actually like valid is the perception. So I can explain like the reason how I explain it for me, because right now anyone can do like beautiful things. Anyone, literally, because there are so many tools that we all can use. Maybe some like 100 years ago it was impossible for everyone to create something beautiful, something worth attention, right? Now it is totally possible. I can, if I go to like computer courses or something, I can create like masterpieces, right, in terms of like how it looks. That's why there is sort of like an inflation in terms of something being beautiful. Again, I'm not saying it's beautiful. I'm not saying this particular piece of art is beautiful. I'm just saying that is why what is now valid is the message that is being delivered by the art. And again, it's not really important what the author or like the creator wanted to say. What is important is what people see in this one, and people can see different things, and even like people can see something that the author didn't not intend to put into this image, right? But still they are thrilled by this piece of art. But again, I understand that this one is like, this opinion is, it's just subjective. That's just the way how I see it. I can justify it all day long. That's dumb and lazy. Well, again, the point of art is not, it's, well, okay, I mean, you can say it all that. I used to say the same stuff. I just, maybe I was convinced otherwise because of music, and like some lyrics, they might represent something, and maybe I just put like an extra meaning in those lyrics. And at the same time I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, you know what, maybe what I put into, like, the meaning that I put into those lyrics, it's also worth attention. So that's just my perception of art. I'm sorry that I'm being too I can't figure out the adjective. That's funny because I used to be like you. Okay, so we changed like the positions, I guess. That's fine.
Just making it an artwork. As I remember, he was the first person to do that, so there is something, unique about this. But
That's a fair point, by the way. Okay, what about this?
Do not understand why would somebody copy what he did and turn it into entire movement. If you produce ready-made art, good for you. There are people who love it. It's just not me. I'm a very enlightenment, Renaissance type of girl.
Again.
It's just not me. I'm a very enlightenment, Renaissance type of girl.
That is so, what's the word? Pretentious? Is this word? Oh my god, that's so like e-girlish. Like, oh wow, you see, I'm so quirky, I'm so unique, I'm like, I like this and that. Well, that's not bad, that's just fun. And I mean, those ones are really great. Nick Fuentes stole these poor girls. Youth, shame on you, Nick Fuentes. One of his highlighters channels is banned. Who is this? Is it? Oh, is it Elena maybe? Well, I'm kidding. Okay, just disappear. Yeah.
Oh, I need to see hard work there. And when you just put a shovel, I don't see it as a hard work.
It doesn't matter, okay? Like, the point of art is not being hard work. Anyway, I'm done.
There is sentient life in the universe beside us. Yes, I believe in aliens. There is this paradox called Fermi paradox, which basically is a contradiction between the lack of evidence that there are aliens out there and the probability of actually them being there. Does it make sense? There is another thing that is called zoo hypothesis, which basically claims that there are stations.
I wrote everything down. Okay, I wrote everything down. Now I know about all these paradoxes. I became a little bit smarter, so I can continue watching this one.
Civilizations out there, but they just do not want to contact Earth. I do not entirely believe that, but I do believe that there is life out there. The last one.
Am I the only one who doesn't care about aliens, like at all? I mean, is it really important? Do they exist or not? Like, the existence of God is much more important for me, to be honest. But it's just me.
I would say the most juicy one. I need to repeat.
The most juicy one, okay. Oh, and this. Oh no.
Please don't unsubscribe after this.
Why you have to? it's so strange.
TikTok is not entertaining and extremely overrated.
Okay, that is an unpopular opinion. I want to study space. What do you expect? No, that's fine. I'm just saying about like me. That's about me. Okay. Oh no, sorry. Oh, that's so cute. But anyways, it's just me. Oh my god, look at that. I'm just not like enjoying I don't know, thinking about aliens or stuff. Why do you have rosary? Is it rosary? How is it called? You didn't have it in the beginning, you see? What happened? Again, I asked the question.
Sorry, I had multiple videos of me like creating something from TikTok just because I actually wanted to be relatable, but I understood that life is too short to pretend who I am not.
No, okay, my point about TikTok is that I think it's degenerate. It's really like a bad application in terms of it's really dumb. However, it is so easy to become popular there. Like, if you want to become popular e-girl, just go to TikTok. You're not gonna be famous from YouTube. I mean, it was under my t-shirt, I think. Okay, clear. So it's so much easier to become popular using TikTok as a platform. For example, I uploaded some TikToks and I got views, I got views and I got followers, like, immediately. Of course, it was political TikTok. Like, political TikTok is a whole new kind of like branch of TikTok, and it is actually extremely popular both in the West and in Russia. So it's really kind of working that you can also push your political agenda, through some viral TikToks. So it's working. So it's working both for people who just want to become famous and for political ideologies. How even like it sounds so funny and silly, but that's how it works. I mean, TikTok is right now the biggest one, I guess, in terms of influence. But anyway, I agree, it's dumb.
You to know I deleted the app, and I did not delete the app because it was toxic or whatever. Here I'm really spilling the tea.
Yeah, but people become popular because of their looks most of the times. Of course. In terms of political TikToks, not necessarily. It's more like creative approach. But as for the general TikToks, I guess so, yeah. I mean, but like, again, looks are so relative. You can just put some e-girlish makeup and like clothes and you will be just fine. Okay, spilling the tea it's water. But anyway, it looks like water.
First of all, I didn't have memory on my phone, and second of all, I just didn't spend time there because
no one watches political TikTok. Well, that is incorrect. Political TikTok is a huge part of TikTok, even in Russia. And if you look at like America, of course, the reason why you think no one watches it is because it wasn't on your recommendation list for obvious reasons, because you're not interested in this. But if you're interested in politics, of course, many TikToks will pop up in your recommendation list. It was tea. Okay, anyways.
It's so freaking boring. Did you hear what I said? I said boring.
Yeah, okay.
I have no idea why people spend their time there, but
True.
oh my god. I was sitting there probably one time for 10 minutes and that was enough. I was scrolling through those TikToks and I was like, that's just dumb. The jokes are not funny, trends are too much, everybody's doing the same exact thing. I just don't find it fun. But the only reason why I stayed there for 2 weeks, let's be real, it was Tony Lopez. Let's face it, the guy is hot. So those
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, big agree here.
were my unpopular opinions. I'm probably gonna make a series of that because when I was writing them down, I actually found out.
Yes, you know what? I should make a video of my unpopular opinions. I think I'm just gonna go to jail if I express them or something. Your unpopular opinions what were kind of soft. I guess she's gonna say it right now.
I have so many unpopular opinions, so many, and it's actually scary. And many of them are even very radical. And even today, I picked the ones that were softer because I can't let myself lose subscribers at this stage. By the way, if you watch it till the end, thank you, I love you. Could you please share it with 1 or 2 of your friends?
I shared it with millions of my followers right now, so I guess I did my job.
So we can actually build an audience here.
We will build a community. Okay, it's not gonna be just audience. It's gonna be a community, right? It's gonna be a family. I'm gonna go through comment sessions. Session. I'm sorry, singular. After
so much appreciated by me. You can write in the comments that you did it, and I can send you my love.
okay, you deserved it.
If you're new here, subscribe. See you in my next video. Let me notice, I believe in a...
Okay, that's gonna be boring, I guess. You're so entertaining. Okay, like the comments are positive, mostly. Are there any negative comments? You don't have any dislikes. Gee, that's some success over here. Oh, I hate communism in all forms, but it's cool not to agree. I know, right? I think it's so cool we have different views. Octopus for some reason, but anyway, good. That's positive. I like there's just a positive vibe in this video. Anyway, I think that's enough. I think we spent so much time on these 2 little videos. Generally, yeah, maybe worth attention. I don't know, should I subscribe or not? I'll think about it later. If there are some maybe more interesting videos on this one, I will probably subscribe. I don't know, not now, definitely. But anyway, yeah, that was fun. That was pretty much fun. Okay, do you have any questions in live chat? We have 2 viewers, and I guess we can end it here. What? Again, I'm gonna read it out loud. Do you realize you spent 2 days on me? What? Again, well, I'm not sure what are the implications here. Like that I watched some videos yesterday and today, and I chatted with you, I guess. It's not like full 24 hours, but anyways. Anyway, I can say, you know what? Do you know what's funny? Okay, that's the last thing I'm gonna say. You also spent 2 days on me then. Like, right now we were watching this one, and yesterday we were chatting, okay? Think about this. So, if you're saying that I spent 2 days, then the same can be said about you. That's just how it works. I'm sorry, I'm not making this up. Anyways, here are the stats, okay? That's about the first video, okay? Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Don't let them trick you. Cool. We can end it here. Thank you everyone for watching. I guess I'm gonna save it on my channel. I guess maybe it's gonna be fun. Anyways, it's just gonna be 50 something people that are gonna watch it. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and I'm gonna end it here. Maybe I'm gonna make some other live streams also in Russian, I believe. There are so many political videos in Russian that I really want to comment on. So yeah, stay safe and peace.